Howdy friends, tea time again, and we're talking Triumph. This is the November 2018 edition. Well, one of them anyways. One of the last videos I did, I talked about the upcoming Scrambler coming out, the 1200cc Triumph Scrambler. And it's a bike that a lot of people are really excited about, myself included. But another bike got revealed in a leak, which was a sort of version of the classic street twin called the Speed Twin. You know, firstly, let me just go off and say, don't go Googling 1200 street twin or street twin 1200 because you'll come up with nothing. What you will come up with is what the updates and changes are going to be to the new street twin, and I'll get into that. But I really want to talk about the Speed Twin and what is it. So I drafted up a little script here, but let's go through it together. If you type in the 2019 Street Twin, what you're going to get is that in 19 it is going to get quite an update. One of the big updates is going to be that you're going to get riding modes now, which is kind of nice. So rain, drive, maybe a sport mode, something like that. Something more along the lines with what's on the 1200 bikes. It is going to get a pretty healthy boost of power. We're talking about 10 brake horsepower, so about 64, 65 horsepower. Brake, you need to take 15% off that to see what actually gets to the wheel. But 10 horsepower on a small bike, that's a lot. That's a lot more power. It looks to have the same amount of torque. It says that the engine will spin up a little higher, a little faster, and that's likely due to advancements in reducing weight of engine components and things like that. That's normal advancement. They also raised the rev limiter, which, if you really think about it, a lot of this power could be attributed to that. But you know what? We'll see when we test ride it. I'm still excited. Now, the Street Twin is, as I found it interesting here from Motorcycle News, was that the Street Twin is the best-selling bike they have, apparently. I think that's kind of fascinating. And it hits a price point that's affordable, and it gives you good performance. It looks good. It's sort of a good all-in-one package. A couple more items here. You can see this actually came from Triumph's webpage, and they give a whole list of improvements here. I'm not going to read them all, but basically it talks about the power. It talks about the upgraded brakes, the Brembo brakes, cartridge forks. That's great. They're really sort of improving the overall fit and finish of an already good bike. Now, Speed Twin, what is it? When I was talking to our local representative, it seemed to me that I kept saying, so it's a Bonneville? And he'd say, no, it's not a Bonneville. And it's not. But let's try to figure this out, because we really don't have much to go on here. I have put two pictures side by side here. The one on the left is a leaked image of the Speed Twin. And you can see Speed Twin under the seat on the picture on the left. It says Speed Twin. Much of the bikes looks the same. I can guarantee you it's a Bonneville motor, just like on a Thruxton. But what I notice is that it has cast wheels. It has what looks to be a smaller and wider front tire. Potentially same size, but it looks wider. I would say that the handlebars might be in a more swept back position. It may be a little more narrow. So what I'm thinking this bike is going to be is sort of in between the Thruxton Sporty and the Bonneville Classic. Think Street Cup in a way, sort of like how that was in between bike. In another term, I would think this is going to be like the Dodge Challenger, which is the Thruxton, and the Dodge Charger, which is going to be the Speed Twin. Similar platforms, different design and comfort on the inside, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a more comfortable bike. My guess is that the bike is going to be geared a little bit differently than a Bonneville is. The Bonneville is generally smoothly geared. I'm thinking that you might find a little more aggressive, maybe short gearing in the Speed Twin. This is all guessing, guys. So I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Because really the bikes look incredibly similar. I mean, the seating position's pretty neutral on both. The Speed Twin might sit lower. That might be another thing. So Again, we just don't have the specs to go off of right now. But down below you can see these are the new Ace and Diamond Bonnevilles. So I could just show the front. And what I was trying to figure out is the front profile of that tire to see if it is really wider. It almost has that, like what a lot of modern muscle cruisers are doing. Here's another bigger picture. You can kind of see what's going on there. The fender looks different. It's got some different trim options on it, and the seat looks sort of like the Diamond Edition seat, so it's like that flat washboard seat. Anyways, guys, what do you think? Tell me down below. This is Drangus. I'll catch you later. Like and subscribe. See you next time.